I'm a Remainer.
Yep.
I'll be doing something quite unpopular. I'll be focusing on scrutiny and details. So I'm hoping you won't suddenly move me on, because I'll be speaking about that.
Well, I'm asking. I mean, we're having a general debate about how we think. About how we think, Parliament has behaved through this process.
So my view is that the Letwin Amendment was sensible and proper. Now, if we take a step back, Tusk warned us 6 months ago, you've been given a 6 month extension, do not waste your time. What has happened? Time has been wasted. Boris Johnson had tried to prorogue Parliament, absolutely wasted so much time, and now he's given MPs, a day to scrutinise a piece of legislation to have a vote on Saturday. One MP said grass-cutting rules get more time in council debates than this. So,
I have to say, on that point, I agree with you. I think it was a deliberate attempt to bounce Parliament into supporting something they hadn't yet read. So on that point, I agree with you. But don't you think that Letwin's real motive, along with what all the Remainers have been doing for months, is they want to frustrate the process, and the Speaker's allowing them to do so?
I don't know about frustrating. There's been no motion to revoke Article 50. So all this nonsense that is demonstrated by your previous callers, there's a lot of chest beating from Brexiteers, but actually no focus on details. There has been no motion to revoke Article 50.
Well, there was an indicative vote on it.
Can I finish?
There was.
So can I? No, the Ben Act said that we can pass a no deal, we can pass a deal, and in the absence of those two, there has to be an extension. It's as simple as that. That is the law. Now, the major position is that we have to avoid a no deal. So,
why?
If the deal was voted,
why?
Okay,
the country wants it. It's the most popular.
No, that's completely wrong.
It's the most popular option by far in the country. Oh yes, absolutely. Clean break Brexit.
Nigel, Nigel, are you going to let me speak, or are you going to talk over me?
No, please do. But I just corrected you there.
No, that's wrong, because Brexit, the version of Brexit, was never agreed on in 2016. The actual legal implications of a no deal include no free movement of data, no free movement of goods, no free movement of services, no benefit from the EU's hundreds of trading cooperation agreements with EU countries, no frictionless trade, no passporting rights, tariffs on exports to the EU. No Brexiteer has come out with any details on how we can mitigate the implications of that. I've gone on to the Brexit Party website. There's absolutely nothing. So, Nigel, I mean, you want a clean Brexit. How do we mitigate the impact of what I just mentioned?
But equally,
Nigel,
hang on. You are talking about a lack of definition in the referendum for leave, as you see it. However, the argument was made that no deal is better than a bad deal. And that argument was made in the referendum. Equally, I could say to you, Remain. What does that mean? European army? Does it mean United States of Europe? I mean, both of these things are dynamic. Both of these things change.
Remain is status quo. But Nigel, you're avoiding the question.
No. You are trying to do what Remainers always do, and you want this to purely be a study on economic projections. It's not economic projection. What about democracy, Milan? What about democracy?
What, an advisory referendum? But apart from that, Article 50 was triggered in order to secure a deal. However...
No, Article 50 said Hang on. Article 50 said 498 MPs voted for it, and it said we leave on the 29th of March with or without a deal. That's what it said, and 500 MPs voted for it.
No, it says that you can extend that by our subsection 3 of Article 50. So, Nigel, you still haven't answered my question. How do we mitigate the legal implications of a no deal? You're again avoiding scrutiny.
Because we become an independent country that makes its own laws, controls its own borders, makes its own deals, and chooses its own tariffs, and we can give people cheaper clothes, cheaper shoes. I mean, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that,
No, but you haven't answered the question. First of November, the legal implications I've just pointed out.
I think you're missing something. I think you're missing something. We want to leave.
But what version of leave?
No, we want to leave. We don't care. We don't care about your scare stories. We don't care about your scare stories.
You've advocated Norway. You've advocated Switzerland. What version of leave? Is it Norway? Is it Switzerland?
Well, I said no, Milan. I said if little countries like Norway and Switzerland can negotiate their own arrangements with the EU, what can we, with a market of 66 million people, do?
You said on Question Time that they are very well off, they're rich, and so on. That's a version of leave. There is no version of...
Well, do you know what? They're actually allowed to catch their own fish, which we're not and won't be with Boris's deal. But it seems to me, I mean, how do you want to resolve this?
There's no version of Brexit. So what I'd like to do...
right. So we just cancel Brexit.
No. What did I say that? I didn't say that.
Well, you said there's no version of Brexit that works.
No, you didn't let me finish. I said there is no version of Brexit that's better than our...
You've been on for 7 minutes already, so I'm hardly stopping you, am I?
So what I'd like is a version of Brexit, Boris Johnson's deal, to go back to the people and say, is this the version of Brexit that you voted for in 2016? ? If it is, fantastic. Let's leave with that deal. If it's not, then there are options. But is that the version of Brexit that you voted for in 2016, Nigel?
No, and that's my big problem with Boris Johnson's deal, and we're going to discuss that very shortly. I'm going to love you and leave you for now.